in the heart of the 16th century, where a peculiar event unfolded in the streets of Strasbourg, the Dancing Plague of 1518. Picture this, a town caught in the grip of an inexplicable dance mania. During the summer of 1518, Strasbourg stood as a vibrant city within the Holy Roman Empire, pulsating with life and cultural fervor. Unbeknownst to its residents, they were on the precipice of an event that would perplex generations to come. It all initiated with a woman known as Frau Trophaea, gracefully stepping into the streets and embarking on a dance that transcended the boundaries of reason. Yet, she was not solitary in her trance. Soon, the dance proliferated like wildfire, entwining the community in a collective hypnotic state. As the exploration unfolds, the peculiarities of the Dancing Plague will be unveiled. Its theories, its impact on the community, and the enduring enigma that has shrouded this historical phenomenon. Buckle up, for the journey promises to navigate the rhythms of a peculiar dance that resonated through the corridors of history. The summer of 1518 in Strasbourg, a vibrant city nestled in the Holy Roman Empire. This was an era of political and social upheaval, with the Renaissance flourishing, and a world grappling with new ideas and uncertainties. The people of Strasbourg were living in a time of change, a period marked by cultural shifts and societal transformations. Little did they know that they were about to witness a spectacle that would echo through the centuries. The incident kicked off in July, when a woman named Frau Trophaea stepped into the streets and began dancing. However, this wasn't an ordinary dance. It was frenetic, almost trance-like. And strangely, Frau Trophaea couldn't stop. As if possessed, she continued to dance. What makes it even more perplexing is that she wasn't alone for long. More and more people joined her, caught in the grip of an inexplicable dance mania. The streets of Strasbourg were filled with hundreds of individuals, moving in rhythmic and uncontrollable patterns. It wasn't a joyous celebration, but a compulsion, an involuntary act that seemed to defy all reason. The scale of the Dancing Plague was staggering. Within days, the epidemic had spread like wildfire, affecting not just a handful, but hundreds of people. The townspeople were witnessing a phenomenon that defied explanation. Accounts from the time describe a surreal and almost apocalyptic atmosphere as the streets became a stage for this bizarre dance. This wasn't a fleeting occurrence. It persisted for weeks, with the dancing seemingly unstoppable. The community was caught in a collective trance, and the authorities were left bewildered and powerless. As the Dancing Plague raged on, it brought with it severe consequences. Some dancers collapsed from exhaustion, while others suffered more dire fates, succumbing to heart attacks and strokes. The community was in turmoil, and the social fabric of Strasbourg was stretched to its limits. Authorities attempted to intervene, but their efforts proved largely futile. The epidemic took its toll on the physical and mental well-being of the affected individuals, leaving Strasbourg both relieved and scarred by the inexplicable events that had unfolded. The various theories that attempt to unravel the mystery of the Dancing Plague. One prevalent hypothesis suggests mass hysteria, the power of suggestion leading individuals to believe they had to dance. This psychological phenomenon has been observed in different contexts throughout history. But could it explain the scale and intensity of the dancing in 1518? Another intriguing theory proposes ergot poisoning, a fungus affecting rye grain. Ergot can induce hallucinations and muscle spasms, and some argue that it could have been a factor in the strange behavior witnessed in Strasbourg. Imagine a whole town unwittingly under the influence of a psychedelic substance. The prevailing hypothesis of mass hysteria looms large, an intriguing psychological phenomenon where the mere suggestion of a behavior spreads like wildfire within a community. This shared belief, it is argued, could have compelled the inhabitants of Strasbourg to join in an involuntary dance. While mass hysteria has left its mark on various chapters of history, can it truly account for the extraordinary scale and intensity that characterized the dancing epidemic of 1518? Another fascinating theory takes us into the realm of natural substances, specifically ergot poisoning. This insidious fungus, thriving in contaminated rye grain, is known to produce alkaloids with potent hallucinogenic properties. The consumption of such contaminated grain could induce not only vivid hallucinations, but also spasmodic movements, perhaps explaining the seemingly uncontrollable dance. Picture, if you will, an entire town unwittingly plunged into a psychedelic experience. Could ergot poisoning be the hidden hand behind the mystical dance that captivated Strasbourg? Yet, even as these theories shed light on the possible catalysts, the essence of the dancing plague remains elusive. Each explanation, whether rooted in the intricacies of the human mind or the insidious influence of nature, begets a cascade of new inquiries. The Dancing Plague of 1518, a truly bizarre and unexplained event that continues to captivate the imagination.